is your primary subject in this, your verb in this clause, a subject and a predicate. I am bowing. Then this, of course, is your direct object. This is my sign for a direct object. I don't use all kinds of slanted lines or whatever. It's just not helpful for me to be able to read the slanted line like a different math line. Okay. So on the main line, this is what the main line is right here. Okay. I have my verb and a subject and a direct object. Okay. Here, because of this, that phrase is an adverbial phrase. An adverbial phrase that modifies the verbal idea. And therefore, it's listed underneath the verb. It's an adverbial phrase. It doesn't tell me where the antecedent of this is. That's in my notes, my analysis notes. Okay? And also, this phrase, this prepositional phrase is itself an adverbial phrase. Okay? It deals with the issue of bowing toward the Father, to or towards, or with reference to the Father. This, of course, is a modifier. Mine is a modifier of need, I suppose. Okay? So that's just simply a pronominal modifier there. Okay, so there's your main sentence right here. Okay, this is it, right? Your primary sentence with a couple of modifiers there. Something's going on. Is that you?
So did you say to the Father is not the indirect object?
No, it's not an indirect object. Okay. He could have made an indirect object. Okay, by not using a prepositional phrase. Okay. So that prepositional phrase is not used in lieu of a direct object. Okay, it has an adverbial function. Now, all this over here is a clause that's a relative clause based on its relative pronoun. Okay. What it's doing, this whole thing is now flowing off of this. Okay? That's what it's doing. The Father, whom, that's where the antecedent is, right there. See that? From whom. Now this prepositional phrase right here, from whom, source, is an adverbial modifier of this main sentence right here. Family is name. Okay? Right? And that all this is like an adjective, large adjective modifying the family, if you will. Okay? So it's a family in heaven family and an upon earth family. And this box here simply says, in my terminology of diagramming, that this adjective right here is really functioning both for every family in heaven and earth. So I could have put it over here and modified that directly, but it relates. And maybe I should do that. I really could do.
I'm a little confused because I know that aside is an adjective to the tria side.
Right, that's right.
I'm missing something, I guess.
No, that's what I'm saying. I could take this and apply it on this line over here. Okay.
So, why is the tria kind of just coming in from nowhere?
Oh, it's not coming in from nowhere.
It's
the connection between this whole clause right here, this whole thing, the connection is through the pronoun, the antecedent. Okay, so this whole thing, in one sense, becomes a modifier, a definer of this. That makes sense, you see. So it's the only connection with the context is the antecedent of that pronoun. Okay, so then we have, and I probably will change this and move it over. I don't know how I got it that way, but I'll probably move it over. And in doing that, I'll probably eliminate this line. It's part of the line over here. Okay, I've done this homodonics but I didn't use all the bits and pieces that are on the side.
Oh, you did do this in the moment?
Oh yeah, right. And then I turn it into a bitmap, and I read it as a picture in my Word document. I don't know else how to get it.
I noticed this has, maybe that's because I have Adobe, mine's got an export to Adobe.
You can, but a PDF file. I mean, if you can't modify the PDF file, then you're hung up. That's what I am. I haven't spent the big bucks for
The
full thing, you see. And so I just turned it into a bitmap, turned it into a picture, and then read it in there. Okay, that's all. Now, we're going to get this later, this part of this later, but here's where the first hint clause comes in, okay, in order of that. We'll talk about this tomorrow, we'll get to it, but there's I placed in the text, and when I put something